Good morning, friends. Hope you're having a nice morning this morning. We're going to do a few simple stretches this morning. I might have mentioned before that a lot of times when I tell people that I teach yoga, they say, oh, I really want to do yoga, but I'm not flexible, or I'm not in shape. I'm going to get in shape, and then I'm going to do yoga and all that kind of stuff. And I've heard people say that yoga is just breathing with stretching. And I'll make it even easier for you. Just let it be about the breathing. So we'll do a few stretches this morning. But if you're not breathing fully, whatever's happening in your body can feel kind of throttled and difficult. And that's actually true throughout your day. You'll find you're breathing more shallowly when you're in resistance to something. Oftentimes with our own habits and thought patterns, like, I thought I was over this. I can't believe it. I let it upset me again. I shouldn't do this. And you'll find that you're breathing more shallowly at that time. Of course, this time right now and any time that we find ourselves in is the time to be breathing deeply, as comfortably as possible, and as unencumbered as possible. In other words, not holding between the inhale and exhale or between the exhale and inhale. So with all that said, just find your breath to start with. And usually when people say that, what I take it to mean is just notice your breath. So just notice your breath to start with. Sometimes it's easier to do by closing your eyes, or maybe just dropping your eyes to half mast. Touching your belly, your specifically like kind of your upper belly, your little solar plexus. As you breathe in, feel the belly expand. And as you breathe out, feel it draw in without you sucking it in or trying to force anything with your breath. It's okay for you to hear your breath, for you to feel the sensation of your breath in your nose, your lips, wherever it is. Relax your shoulders. You can relax your jaw. Usually we want to relax anywhere around where that breathing happens. Perhaps keep your eyes closed here or just drop them to half mast. I just suggest that so we shut down some of the sensory processing. If you're looking at this video or this live stream, maybe you can just listen to it rather than look, just so that you can feel some of what's going on with you, versus when we look at something, our energy tends to extend to who we're looking at. And sometimes we lose that connection to what we're feeling. Just throughout this short exercise, anytime that you feel a little like, ugh, just have a longer exhale, even if it's just an exaggerated sigh. Kind of lengthen it a little bit without forcing it out. Just let it keep going, because your body wants to release a little more than you're in the habit of letting it do. And the exhale is the easiest way for you to let the body release what it needs without you having to sort it out and figure out like, oh, maybe I should let go of this. Just let your body do it in this current exhale without you trying to filter, or this, I should hold on to this, let go of that. Am I doing this right? Let all that go. So we'll go with a very simple movement here. This is just a shoulder roll. If you're standing or sitting, it doesn't matter. If you're standing, I'd just make sure that your feet are parallel. They don't have to be right next to each other, but just parallel or right under your hips. If you're seated like I am, you just want to make sure that you're seated in an upright position. Not trying to stiffen your spine, because then we tend to tighten the shoulders. Keep the spine's natural curves. Just draw the shoulder blades back and exhale. That's your big setup. A lot of us hold that tension in the shoulders. So as you inhale, just draw your shoulders up towards your ears, a little higher than feels comfortable, but make sure you're still breathing. Inhale. And then as you exhale, draw the shoulders back and down. So you're like pinching them back there, and relax them down. This feels so good for me anyway, and it's such a small motion. So inhale, draw the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, draw them back and just circle them back. Keep going in this way. So you're following your natural breathing pattern, inhaling the shoulders up toward the ears. So you're probably going to feel some tightness or tension. Just keep breathing so that you're not like, I'm going to get through this and get the benefit. Just exhale and drop them down. And if you feel a tight or tender spot, it's okay to move back and forth on it. So you might even reverse the shoulders on that pinch, up and down. Anytime in this particular motion, the shoulders are dropping down, just make sure you're exhaling. Exhale as much as you can as you drop the shoulders down. Whether they're going back or forward, doesn't matter. Just inhale up, exhale down. And just look for the tender spot. Don't go nuts trying to like torture yourself. But if you find like at the top, it's tender, just move them back and forth on the tender spot. But you might have to exhale. And then same thing as you're rolling them down. And just go into free flow, I call it here. Keep your eyes closed if it's available. Keep them at half mast if available. And just, you can move the shoulders back and forth here. You can sit or stand in stillness, but continue to exhale and just notice what you feel in the body. So you're releasing yourself from any pattern, from pushing your body, and just noticing what's felt in the shoulders. And if something spontaneous happens, like you take a hand and just give yourself a little massage there, that's okay. Just exhale. So you can't do this wrong. Just keep those shoulders relaxed here. And then we'll give a little love to the neck. It's nice to recenter in between. This is also helpful throughout your day. A lot of us are rushing from thing to thing. What's next on my list? And we're not completely available for each thing because part of us is still anchored in the last thing that happened and part of us is trying to anticipate what happens. So just exhale into this moment here, and that's the reset for your body. I'm glad you're getting what you need, Kristen. I'm getting what I need too. I call it sherbet between the meals. If we were having a fancy meal right now, you know, you have one course, you have something that cleanses your palate, and then you're able to fully taste and experience what comes next. This exhale in between your postures, the movement, is just critical for that self-cleanse. You know, we're wiping everything down right now. Let that happen internally for yourselves with a very long exhale. Not exaggerated, just a little longer than you're used to allowing your body to have. I'm gonna come into the neck openers here. Be very gentle with your neck. Your neck does an awesome job of holding all this up, which is heavy because you're so smart. So just keep your chin parallel for this. Again, you can do this seated or standing, it doesn't matter. If you're seated, I just recommend both feet are on the floor, your knees and your feet are about, hip width distance. If you're standing, same thing, just make sure the feet are underneath you. Inhale up through the crown. Exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. You're really just gonna let it drop. So relax your right shoulder because a lot of us try to pull up. Relax the shoulders down. Feel some opening in the left side of your neck here. You're not trying to press it down. You're not trying to yank anything. We do enough of that to the body throughout the day. This is just a gravity thing. You're just letting a little happen here, but you got to exhale fully. More full than that. Inhale the head back to center. Keep the chin parallel. Exhale, keep your left shoulder relaxed. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. It doesn't have to go very far. Just so that you're feeling something. A lot of times I do touch that area because I can feel it pull a little bit. Exhale as much as you can. Just letting this be a gravity thing. Inhale the head back to center. Keep the chin parallel. Exhale, let your chin come forward so that the weight of the head's coming forward without trying to press it or drop it. So you're not trying to get your chin to your chest. We don't have to do anything Gumby-ish. Relax your shoulders. Let the head be very heavy here with the exhale. Inhale the chin parallel. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep that right shoulder relaxed. Exhale, allow your right ear to drop towards your right shoulder. Exhale as much as you can. You might notice I'm making a little sound like I'm closing down, constricting the back of my throat, like I'm fogging up eyeglasses. You'll feel that in your abdomen. It'll be a good ab workout without you trying, without you crunching. Inhale back to center once more. Exhale, drop the chin forward. So you're just letting it come forward. Very slow motion here. Relax your shoulders. Inhale back to center. Chin is parallel. Exhale, left ear towards your left shoulder. Just feeling whatever sensations here. You can touch with the other hand, it's okay. You can also move slightly just so you're feeling back and forth on that little tenderness. Be gentle with yourself. Exhale as much as you can. Inhale the head back to center. Drop once more. This is just the weight of your head. You might feel it in the upper back, your neck. Inhale back to center. See if you can close your eyes if it's available to you right now. And just notice what you feel in the body with the nice exhale. If you need to move or wiggle something here with your eyes closed, let that happen. If you need to shake out anything, it's fine. If you're noticing this leads to awareness of a little tender spot. Just one more here. You're going to take your right arm extended out to the side. So I'm extending all the way through my fingers. Oh, I'm glad you're doing this. I know, Donna, we have a lot at the computers. Circle across. So your right arm's coming across your body. Go ahead and bend your left elbow just below the right elbow. So you've got a little leverage here. So exhale. A lot of us tend to hold our breath, like what's our next instruction? But just go with the exhale, because this is probably already a stretch. You can move this left arm up or down, or even draw it in a little more. As soon as you feel it tight, exhale. And you can even wrap the elbows a little more with the palms touching and drawing the thumbs. Don't force anything or push anything. If it's not immediately available, don't worry. Either way, you're going to get the benefit here. Make sure you're exhaling. If there's a little more room, you might just turn your face toward that right shoulder. Exhale more. Again, you can use that lower arm for a little leverage just to move around what feels tight or tender. And then gently just release those arms. Release out good, like morning stretch, good. Even if it's a sound, it's okay. Sound's a good energy release. Let it open however it needs. This is really what my body needs to do right now. So that's why it's good to listen a lot of times when you're doing yoga stretches, because if you're seeing, you'll try to just naturally mimic what the person you're looking at is doing. But if you keep the eyes lowered or closed and just exhale, your body will spontaneously take you to that rebalance mode. Make sure there's an exhale here in between. Cleanse, the internal wipe down. Inhale your left arm out. So I'm extending through all left fingers here. You can't quite see it on the camera. Exhale, circle it across. Just go to where it stops. So once you feel that exhale, you can stop there. Then you can bend this left elbow, or my right elbow rather, just below my left. Exhale as much as you can. Don't try to yank or pull anything. Just exhale as much as you can. You can go a little further by wrapping the arms so the palms face one another and the thumbs come toward your nose. Or you can continue to just feel the benefit this way. Either way, exhale as much as you can. If there's a little more room, just turn your head to the left, but don't try to force it. Just exhale as much as is available. Little up and down or back and forth so you're feeling that tight spot or tenderness without trying to torture yourself. The exhale keeps it from being painful, suffering. You might feel an edge of tightness or tenderness, but as long as you exhale there, you won't go deeper into what's a painful thing. And you can let your body release through the exhale. Then releasing both arms very gently out of it. Closing your eyes if available here. You can, I say connect to the breath, but just notice your breath once more. Maybe place your hand on your upper belly, solar plexus. Just inhale, feel the belly expand. Let your belly hang out here. It's just us. And then as you exhale, feel it draw in. Inhale, feel it expand. Exhale, let it draw in. And now keep your eyes closed. Release any technique around the breath, about the expansion or drawing in. Just notice how soft your breath can be as you keep your shoulders relaxed, your tongue relaxed on the bottom of your mouth. If it's available, bring your awareness to the space between the eyebrows. You can lightly touch there to use the tactile sensation to orient your attention. Big energy center in that part of the brain, as you probably know, your pineal, your pituitary gland, everything's back this way. So just exhale. Give yourself credit for allowing for this self-care. Exhale again and know it's available to you throughout the day. One of my yoga teachers likes to say, courage is keeping your heart open when fear wants to shut it down. Here's to having a courageous day. A day of open hearts and a gentle day. Gentle with yourself. Peace.